Hi, we're Derek and Jenna. We started our homesteading journey in 2011 with 5 small children, a garden, and a few chicks. Since then, we've added 3 more kids and a whole lot of animals. We're currently renting 37 acres in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we raise grass-fed beef, grass-fed dairy, pastured poultry and pork, free-range eggs, and a large garden. We also have a couple pet goats, several barn cats, and a beagle. We're working on moving from growing just our own food to selling locally. We homeschool our children and are a full-time family with hopes and goals of farming for a living. We would love to welcome you all to follow our family on our journey.
Hey y'all, I'm going to be building nesting boxes today for the coop Kylie and I built, I think last summer. Yeah, it was summer, it was sweltering hot. So we're going to build nesting boxes for it today that mount on the outside so that we can check them from not actually having to go in the coop. And it's just going to be a double stack, double nesting box. So there'll be 4 boxes, 2 up here and 2 down here. So I don't really have a plan like written out. I just have a plan in my head how I'm going to do it. So y'all just come along and I'll show you kind of how we're doing it. Alright, so we're getting ready to start building this. I'm going to make 4 12-inch by 12-inch tall and wide by 12 inches deep nesting boxes. That's what the recommended size is for a nesting box. So that is what we're going to build. So we're going to rip this plywood down into 12-inch rips on the table saw here. It's the easiest way to do it, fastest way to do it. And so Jack's going to set the table saw to 12 inches. Here you go, Jack, let me measure that. Make sure we're on the money there. Right in there. And so we're going to start making our rips, and then we're going to just cut things to length with the radial arm saw and then start assembling. So I'm probably going to have to make some strips of wood, which I have over here left over from where we did the rabbit hutch doors yesterday, to help fasten everything together. Since we don't have 3/4 plywood, I'm going to use these strips of wood I have left over from the rabbit hutch door. I'll show you what I'm doing. It'll help hold everything, my corners, together better. So here we go. So this is going to be our door. This will hinge open like that so we can check eggs from outside the coop. Now everything else I've got to figure out what I'm doing exactly to make this work, because I'm not 100% for sure what I want to do here. So if I take these 2 for sides, then I can do top and bottom out of this, dividers out of that. Okay, that's going to work out good. So what I was trying to figure out, I kind of want to angle my my roof a little bit so that the rain will run off of it. Not a lot, but just a little bit to help it run off so it doesn't run back in the coop or just pond up on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my saw at about a 3, let's do a 5-degree bevel or miter. I'm going to measure this to 24 inches here on the short side. What that means is the longer side is going to be back here for my slope. So I'm going to set that right there, 24 inches. So here's one side. You can probably see the little bit of slope right there. That's going to help the water run off. Don't put that there, buddy, because that's going to get confusing. Yeah. Huh?
Yes, sir. I'm moving right here.
So then we're going to do right here the same thing.
Is it just a little bit shorter on one end? Or is
Huh?
it the same?
Do what, honey?
That other end piece.
It's gonna be shorter. It'll be longer. So here are my two sides. They're going to be a little bit longer than 24 inches here, and they'll be 24 inches on this back side. And it's a chicken nesting box. It's not a piece of furniture. So when I go to assemble this, it's going to work out just fine, I promise you. A little bit of gap here and there is not going to hurt anything. We've got that, our two sides. Then we're going to do a top, which is going to be 24 inches. Let's do, we'll do a top and a bottom out of this. Zero my saw back. Here's the top and the bottom. Then we're going to have to do our dividers here in a minute, but we're going to assemble all this first. So here's the top and the bottom. And then remember I said I'm going to have to cut some little strips to put this together with. Grab that piece of wood right there, Jack. Okay, y'all, so what I'm doing, I've got this marked into 11-inch strips, and then I'll show you how I'm going to use these here in a few minutes. Alright, so we just made a boo-boo. I had told Jack to grab the 1.5-inch nails. He thought he did. He grabbed the shortest nails we had, which typically would have been 1.5 inches, but they are 2 3/8. So I shot all the way through this into my trailer. Luckily we weren't building something intricate. So I don't have any 1.5 inch nails left, turns out. So we're going to use 1.25 inch screws to put this together now, which will work just fine. They're just a little more costly and a little more time consuming. So there's going to be either the top or the bottom. I'm not sure which yet. Let's see, those are the two short. Can we move these? What are
Yes,
these?
sir. These ones are the shorter ones.
Okay, yeah, move those so I don't get confused. Start assembling the wrong parts or something. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. These screws are also recycled. We've used them once on a concrete job for doing some forms with glue on, but so I don't really have any money in them at this point. I think pretty much everything we're using today now is leftovers, isn't it, Jack?
Yeah, since we're not using the nails.
Yeah. So we should have like $0 in this. What was that? Snow falling off the roof?
Maybe. I don't know what it was.
Weird noises in the barn. What was it?
It's a whole piece of tin slid off.
Where?
Over here in the back where it's falling off.
Weird.
Yeah. The whole piece of tin just slid off the roof with the snow on it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So come here and hold this for me. This is going to be the bottom. This is the side right here that Jack is holding on there, and we're getting ready to attach it. Y'all are going to have to bear with me. I'm not used to working with gloves on all the time, especially building things. I can easily drive a tractor and do things like that with gloves on, but trying to actually do intricate things is a little more difficult. Okay, we're going to flip that over like so. I'm going to make sure we put that one in the same angle, just like that.
I can't see that inside.
No, it was perfect. Then you moved it. Sorry. It's okay, don't move it anymore. Oh, I missed.
Yeah. It kicked it out that way.
Yeah. Okay. Flip it up. You can see it's kind of starting to take shape now.
Just the back.
Oh no, we're going to do the roof.
Okay.
Right. You have to hold that. Hey Emma, can you come here and hold this baby?
Yes, sir.
Match the angle.
Yep.
Where do we hold it?
Over here on this side.
Oh, I see you angled it.
Yeah. We'll put metal on it too.
Yeah.
Here. Turn it around where I can see it this way. Just spin it a little bit like that. Okay. Hold that up there. This thing is going to be completely free, babe.
Hang on, let me get that in squared up.
It's all built out of scrap.
That's what I like that.
Leftovers.
Huh. Screws included. Screws included. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
these screws were we've already used these screws
I like
once.
free.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay. So, here is the main outline of our nesting boxes. Now all we have to do is build the dividers, which are already cut to width. We just have to cut them to length now. So we're going to do 23 inches. If you remember, this is 24 outside to outside, and it's 1/2 inch plywood, so the inside here is going to be 23 inches. So I'm thinking, let's see, do we want to do, let's do this one whole actually, Jack, 24 inches.
Okay.
How long is that?
This, since it's angled, it might actually be fit in there perfect. It's not, is it?
Oak is the top.
It's not long enough.
It's not. Okay.
Well, it's,
Your top is angled, so he's thinking it was already angled. Fit in there.
Be close, won't it? I never measured it to see
yeah,
exactly what
well,
it was.
I was going to do it opposite, Jack, because I want my structural part to be the whole piece.
Across where they're going to be.
Across,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Otherwise, we'll use that though, because that's the right angle.
Yeah.
For the top part and the bottom
Yeah.
part.
I was just thinking it would. I never measured it. I just.
Yeah, it is, because it's the leftover piece.
Yeah.
So 24 inches is what we need this.
So you said 23.
Well, that's because I measured it top to bottom first. Okay, y'all, so we've got that mostly assembled, the nesting box. And what I did is I came over here and just measured the distance between my boards till I hit an area that was almost like 24 inches, which is like from here to this gap. And that way I don't have to make a vertical cut. So what I'm going to do is I've marked this. I took a square, a carpenter square, framing square, and followed this board and made my mark across. So I'm going to cut this off here, across here, all the way. Then I'm going to put one of these on and fasten it. Then I can set my box on it, my nesting box, and mark my top, and then cut my top out. Then put another one of these, and then I have 2 more for the sides. And that's what's going to hold my nesting boxes on. So I am just going to cut this across. Hey Jack, will you grab the impact driver and the bits and stuff?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Jack has screwed this board in from the inside. So that's attached on here. So I can set my nesting boxes on here now and then mark my line for the top board. So I'm just going to set this on here like that. That's how it needs to sit. I am going to have to, well, maybe I won't. Hold that board there, Jack.
This metal one?
Yep. Okay. Okay, so I made some strips here. These are going to be to help hold the eggs and the hay in. I've got 1.5 inch strips for the back, because this is where the eggs could possibly fall out. And then I've got 1 inch strips for the front, and that'll help hold all the nesting material in the boxes to keep the material from falling out. So let's put these in, Jack. Let's see, I'll do the ones out here.
Okay.
If you put fake eggs in your nesting boxes, a lot of times your chickens will lay because they think there's already eggs there. They tend to, a lot of times you might have a bunch of nesting boxes, but a lot of times all your chickens will lay in one nesting box because that's where they see an egg, so they're going to lay next to the egg. They lay clutches, that's just their nature. So you can use things like golf balls, or they have like fake eggs you can buy, but they're expensive. They're like $7 or $8 for 2 ceramic eggs. What I usually do, and I found, is at a craft store like Joann or Michael's, Hobby Lobby, something like that, you can buy wooden eggs for craft projects. You doing snow me? Anyway, and they're like 6 eggs for $3 or $4, and then Joann usually has like a 50 or 60% off coupon, so you can get like 6 eggs for a couple bucks. And so I usually will go there and buy 1 or 2 packs of those and put them. Don't throw snow at me! Don't do it! Ah! And then you have eggs for all your nesting boxes, and eventually they usually end up getting lost because the chickens will knock them out and bury them, or the kids will carry them off. But I like to buy the cheap ones because it's cheaper, more frugal. So anyway, that's just a little tidbit about what you can do for that. Ah!
We have our hinges. We have our door. Our door accidentally got used for something else while I was going buying hinges. But this fits good enough because, like I told y'all before, it's a chicken coop. So we're going to open these hinges up and install the door.
the inside from the outside. And I'm gonna show you
The inside from the
the
inside.
inside from the inside. Oops. I have a giant tripod, so I'm hitting
Hang on,
things
Jack.
so
We gotta fix that.
All right.
Can't clean this out.
No, it doesn't need. It got cleaned the other day. We'll clean it in a couple. I know. Well, that's just from 2 nights, and we'll clean it later. There's the inside.
Okay, well that wraps up this video. That's how we built our 4 nesting box out of leftovers. The only thing we bought were barrel hasps and hinges.
Y'all are giggle pies.
Yes, y'all are. Hey, y'all go over there so we can finish our video, please.
No.
All right.
They're silly. But anyway, yep. So we hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you're not already subscribed, please do so, and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever we upload videos, and give us a thumbs up, and that will let YouTube know you're enjoying this video. And we will catch you guys next time.